Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining the Stock Market channel. I have a great video for you today. We're going to be talking a little bit about the stock market. It is red, and what to expect in the near future. We're also going to be talking about three of the EV stocks, CCIV, which will be Lucid, and also be talking about two new stocks that I've never talked about on this channel, which is Ford and General Motors. So I think that these two stocks have a good potential in the future, and they are starting to expand their EV production as well. Again, I think you're going to like this video, but if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit all so you can get all my videos, and also please smash and hit that thumbs up button so this channel can be spread to others and people can see this video. Well, let's jump right in and talk about the stock market. You can see that there's a lot of big news out there. Dow suffers the biggest drop of the year as the Delta variant of the coronavirus COVID-19 fears hit Wall Street hard. The Dow tumbles 700 points, the worst drop since October. You can see that there's a lot of worries. So Dow posts the biggest single-day drop this year as COVID-19 worries resurface. So that brings me to why is the stock market falling? Well, the reason why the stock market is dropping is because COVID-19 is making a comeback, especially the Delta variant. It is a lot more transmissible. A lot more people are getting sick, especially those that are not vaccinated. So I think this has a lot of investors fearing. And also in the last week, we did have the federal government, the federal chair, Jerome Powell, did mention that inflation is here, and it is here to stay for the next few months. So I do suspect that the stock market and a lot of the stocks will be down, especially the growth stocks, the EV stocks. The best place right now, or the most safest stocks, are your big companies, big tech companies that have good fundamentals that are going to weather this the most. Now, this does give us a buying chance on other companies that are either upcoming or that have taken a big hit, because these growth stocks will in the future rebound and have a nice return. But let's talk about this article that I found. It says why Ford, General Motors, and Churchill Capital, which will be Lucid Motors stocks, are down today. And the biggest reason, again, is if we watch and look at this article, it says that the fast rising cases of the new Delta variant of COVID-19 has investors worried. So right now we have a lot of worry and a lot of fear in the market. And whenever you have that, you have a big sell-offs. We're not going to see the big drop or the big sell-offs as we did in March of last year of 2020. However, people still are afraid. So this variant, the Delta variant, is very transmissible, and it does have investors worried. And since the cases are increasing exponentially, people are worried about this. So the news about these three companies is that CCIV will be having its merger at the end of this week on July 23rd. If the vote does go through, it will be trading as Lucid Motors, LCID. I do suspect that normally, historically, after SPACs do merge with a company, there is a historical sell-off of the stock. I believe that there will be some sell-offs in LCID and some chances to buy this dip. I think that once we see the Lucid vehicles, the Lucid Air Dream, start being delivered to customers, I think this stock will have a nice chance of rebounding. And I think that furthermore, it does have a good potential by the end of the year to hit a good $35, $40 mark. But we'll definitely have to see, especially if the deliveries go smoothly and how everything pans out. According to Ford, they are having a big recall. They did recall 800,000 vehicles for suspension issues. A lot of these were their Super Duty trucks, their Ford Explorers. And Ford didn't disclose the expected cost of these recalls. This article says that this generally signals that the recalls won't have a major impact on their earnings. But anytime that we do see a big recall, a lot of the times the stock does get hit. So definitely some bad news out there for Ford, and we'll look at the stock and see how it responded. For General Motors, last week it did announce a new electric vehicle charging service for any of their commercial and government fleet vehicles. So this is really good news, especially if you're in the EVs and you're looking at any of the infrastructure bills that will be coming out if they do get passed. So if we look at CCIV stock, this day it did fall 2.6%. It did fall as low as $21. As soon as it hit that $21 mark, you did have investors buying it. I do feel pretty confident that we are at a base of $22, but anything can still happen, especially that we see this downward trend. As you can see, anytime we do hit that $21 now, it looks like it is bumping back up. However, there still could be a lot more sell-off. You could see that in the past month, we hit a high close to $29. Expanded line does show that we might not be at the end and we might not be at the bottom, as we have spectators that are still selling their stocks. Do I suspect that CCIV Lucid stock could sell off after the merger? Well, historically, after SPACs do go through with their mergers, they do have a dip for the next week or two. So it could be some buying opportunities. If we do go back 6 months, the lowest that CCIV was $17.25 on May 13th. Could this happen again? It's really hard to tell, but with all this negativity, the Delta variant, and the economy, it is possible that we could still go down, especially given this downward trend that we are going down. It looks like we did test the $21 mark. We'll see later this week if we do go and test the $20 mark. Now, switching to Ford Motor Company in the past year, it went up a whopping 99% in the past year. It was trading at $6, $7 at the beginning July of last year. And as you can see, we have definitely gone quite up, especially with the news of the Mustang Mach-E being debuted and now having some sales out there. This stock has definitely taken off. From May 12th, we did see a nice increase in the stock of 38%. Going in the past month, we did start seeing that downward trend again on the stock, so we were down 10%. We did test a high of $15.42, but as you can see, we are on that downward slope. Currently, we are trading at $13.28. Looks like we tested $12.89. I do believe that if you can get this stock under $12, you definitely have a nice price in it. If it could go down to around $11.75, in my opinion, this is a great deal for this stock, and we'll look at some stock predictions in the near future. Now, going to General Motors, this is a very nice company, in my opinion. I really like General Motors a little bit more than Ford. But they do definitely have a lot of vehicles that are electric vehicles that are coming out there. They're working with Cadillac. You have the Chevy Corvette has plans to make an electric Corvette coming up. You do also have the Hummer making a comeback. So you do definitely have a large production line in General Motors. Personally, I like this company the best. But 1 year ago today was trading at $26. We did have a nice 108% run up on this stock. If we go back in the past month, we are also trading downwards. So we did test $60 back on June 25th. But as you can see, with the fear out there with the Delta variant and the inflation worries, we have gone down with this stock. If you can get this stock under $50, I think it's a wonderful buy. And especially if we go in the past 6 months, we hit one point under $50 at $49 on January 27th. But again, if you can get this under that $50 mark, I don't think it will go that low, but if you can put a limit order, I think it has definitely a lot more room going up. So next I wanted to talk about the tip rank stock forecast for the next 12 months. First, looking at Ford Motor Company, we do have 15 analysts recommending to have a moderate buy in this stock. 9 analysts give it a buy, 5 hold, 1 sell. This does give us an average stock potential of $15.73 in the next 12 months, which is an 18.5% upside. Looking at these analysts, the highest price target is $18. The lowest price target is $11. Right now, we are trading at $13.28. So according to tip ranks, the lowest price target, you could still potentially lose a little bit money. So definitely if you can get that price a little bit lower, I think this is a really good company and in the future will do well. There are definitely some potentials for Ford Motor Company, especially with the recalls, especially some of this bad news that's coming out there. So it looks like that there could be some potential of buying this stock at a good price. If you can get it around the $11 mark, I think it's a good buy. Looking at General Motors, 15 analysts also do review this. They give it a strong buy. If you can see that this is a little bit stronger than Ford Motor Company, and it is my favorite between General Motors and Ford. You do have 15 analysts that give it a strong buy. 14 give it a buy, 1 hold, 0 sell on this one, which gives us a 38% upside with an average trading price of $74.73. The highest price target is $90. The lowest price target is $60. Also, if you look at this stock right now, it is trading at $54. So according to tip ranks, in the next 12 months, you are getting it at a good deal. It is under that $60. Again, if you can get General Motors if you can get it under 50, definitely it's a wonderful deal. I don't think it's going to go that low, but we definitely have to see, especially with all the news out there. But I do suspect that it will test under that $53, $52 mark, but we'll definitely have to watch. And the last price target I did want to give you is for CCIV, which will be Lucid at the end of this week. It is trading at $22 right now. 1-year forecast, assuming all deliveries and this vehicle does do well, the 1-year forecast is $44.47. 5-year forecast is $123. Now, looking at all three of these stocks, I did give you some ideas on when to purchase this stock, but please do your own due diligence before purchasing these stocks or any other stocks, as I am not your financial advisor. Looking at these three stocks, I think they all have very good potential. The one that has been beaten down the most, in my opinion, has been CCIV Lucid Motors. Once CCIV does become Lucid Motors, it will trade as LCID at the end of this week on July 23rd. I do think that we do have some potential out there to get the stock moving about 2 weeks after the merger. I do expect that we will have a little bit of a sell-off after the merger happens, but we'll definitely have to see because there is some of this hype, and it is considered one of the hype meme stocks out there. So depending on what investors do out there, it's a really big toss-up on this. What I'm looking for in this stock is long-term holdings. I think that once Lucid Motors does start producing their vehicles and they start delivering them, I think that we'll have a very nice push in Lucid Motors stock LCID. I do think by the end of this year, we should hit that $35, $40 mark if all goes well. Looking at Ford, I think that it is a very good company. It is an electric company making the Mustang Mach-E. It also did just make its Lightning Ford pickup truck that will be selling at roughly the same amount as its gas-powered vehicle. And I think they also have definitely a lot of potential in the future. And General Motors, out of the two between General Motors and Ford, I particularly like better. I think it does have a bigger potential for a bigger upside of about 40%, less than 40% moving forward. I think that this would be a good investment. Again, please do your own due diligence before purchasing any of these stocks. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video so it can be shared with others. Also, please give me that subscribe button and the notification bell. Hit all so you can get all my videos. If you're new to the channel or if you would like to, please share this with others so we can grow this channel. I really appreciate all your support and all your help, and I can't wait to talk to you in the next one. Have a great day. Down below, if you would like to help out the channel, I put 2 links. One's for Webull. If you open an account, deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. If you deposit $100 into Coinbase, you get $10 of cryptocurrency and trading. Thank you for supporting the channel.